Hi guys. Now, what I've learned so far from quitting my other job, I started to think that I was a bartender for some reason. Like me, I don't drink any liquor. I don't drink no alcohol. Like I never been drunk before. I've never been under the influence before, but I was like, oh, for Father's Day, I'll just become a bartender, and for whatever I get paid that day, that's how I'll give my gifts to my dad. That's what my whole thought process of becoming a bartender. And I was jokingly saying that to one of my aunts in the party that I went to, and guess what? Once I went to that barbecue party, someone actually taught me how to become a bartender in like literally less than a minute, and I literally got the skill of becoming a bartender hands down. And plus, not only that, I made my own juice. So I used my juice with the liquor, and I actually became a whole entire bartender serving people. And I literally did well for my first day. And once I saw how to do it, I learned it immediately. And I was surprised at myself. I'm like, how could somebody who doesn't know how to drink become a bartender? You would think, but that's one of the skills I learned. I also learned a bit of photography, learning how to shutter speed, the ISO, and how to take pictures at night with the flash and everything like that. So something clicked into me. It's like I could do events. Like I could be a bartender and then I could take photography of people, events, and I could serve my own juice so kids could have juice, but they can't have liquor, and then the adults could have the liquor and the juice at the same time, and the juice will be made by me. And that's like the entrepreneur mindset that I have, that I could just do this at like, I could start off small. I could do family events and then work my way up and practice, practice, practice to the point where I could just do casual events, people that I don't know, and then that's when they're gonna start paying me for my expertise instead of me just doing this for free for fun for my family. Everything is expensive. The liquor is expensive. The juice is expensive to make. So it's like instead of me just doing this for my friends and family, then I could just do this for people that I don't know and get paid for that. So now I have a part-time job, but then I have also a side gig where I could just do bartending and really take it seriously. And I started watching YouTube videos on how to bartend or how bartenders make their drinks, and I bought myself a shaker, like, because I didn't have a shaker. I just had the liquor and the drinks, but someone gave me a shaker at the event, so it was convenient. And I'm like shaking the drinks with one hand, and I'm pouring it out, and I'm just like serving the drinks to the people, to my family, my friends, and I'm asking them around like, "Oh, how was the drinks and everything?" They were just enjoying it, and I'm just like, "Wow, that's a new thing that I could do now." You know what I'm saying? So I've came come up with an idea, and guess what? I could learn how to do this. I could now create like a content around being a bartender, and like I could record myself serving the drinks. I could record myself making the drinks, and I could get views that way. And the more views I get, then I'll become known for the guy who makes drinks. Not for liquor per se, but at least for juice, because I wanted, like, last few summers ago, I used to always make lemonade juice. That was like my passion of mine. I wanted my lemonade business to actually flourish. But since I only served it to like my friends and family, it wasn't enough to actually make it an actual household name in a business. But and my parents were not agreeing with me because like it didn't make any money to them. Like I wasn't making enough money, so the back and forth fighting with them. Like I know it's $1 million idea, but like back and forth with them, they're not gonna agree unless they see the actual proof. I didn't have proof to show them, so I had to take a break from it. But every time that winter comes around, I stop doing lemonade drinks because people don't want lemonade juice, and stores don't even have ingredients during the winter time anyway. So normally, like, since the summertime, that's when the season is for lemonade. So I'll be making a whole bunch of lemonade drinks, but I would have nobody to sell it to. It was just friends and family, and sometimes I would give it for free because I didn't want it to spoil. But now that I know how to make liquor drinks with my juice, I could just do liquor instead, and then it could blow up. The liquor could go viral because of the juice, of how good the juice tastes, and then I could start selling the juice separately. And guess what? Now I don't have to work, as much as I am now with one job. So it's just like it's just a good skill to learn. Even though like I have good discipline, like I don't drink, so it's like I have, I'm not drinking my product. Like people, they start a business and they drink their own supply, but me, I don't drink. So that's the perfect fit for me. Like, and that's why it's like if I learn that skill right now, I'll be good. Like, I won't have to just, and plus I'll make tips. I'll do photography. I could, set a perfect rate for just pictures alone, and just that'll be promotion. And there's just I can sell individual lemonade drinks by the bottle, by the case, by the gallon, and then I'll just be happy, overall. And then knowing that I created something all just off of a joke. I was literally joking like, "Oh, I'll be a bartender." I'm like, "I don't drink." Why would somebody want a bartender who doesn't drink? Because obviously they don't know how to drink steaks, so they don't know if they're gonna make it right or not. But guess what? I don't have to drink. All I gotta do is just have people taste it for me, and if it tastes good, all I gotta do is measure out everything. Once I measure out everything, measure out the recipe, I just make it, and then I just keep practicing on making it, keep making it to the point where I don't have to measure it out anymore. And guess what? I can now either sell the recipe or give it away for free, or I can just sell the products individually and make the money. I don't have to physically be there. I can just think outside the box and just promote myself. And then I don't have to necessarily just work a 9 to 5. 9 to 5 will help me to get the money to get the stuff. And then when I get the stuff, I can use that stuff to make more money. And that's why I'm investing into myself. And that was just like one of the things like I'm proud of myself that I actually accomplished this summer is now I have bartending, and now I could work on photography at the same time because that's what something I'm passionate about is media, content creation, YouTube, creating videos, creating pictures for other people, for memories, for the life and everything like that. And I learned this skill on Father's Day, you feel me? And it's just like, wow. So it's like necessarily I don't have to just work, work, work because it's like if I work 40 hours, I'm only gonna make $600 because literally my pay rate is so low. But if I do good in this liquor thing, like I can make way more in one day, one night, instead of $600 a week. So that just really sparked something in my mind. Like I could really do something other than just a traditional work 9 to 5 because, you know, like my parents, like they just want me to go to school, get a degree within certification within 6 months, and then get a job that's like 28 and up, which is cool. I'll do that just for the sake of them not, believing that I can do this. But at least if this works, I don't have to do that. I don't have to waste the money to go for a school because these schools are expensive. They're like almost $4,000, and up, and it's just like I don't got that right now. I would have to split the payments and all that. But if I could just take like 6 months to learn a skill set instead of me just because one thing, I'm a visual learner. So if someone teaches it to me, I can get it within like 1 to 2, 3 days of just me practicing it. And if I just do it well, I guarantee you I'm gonna do it and be more creative with it. I'm gonna come up with my own spin to it, and it's gonna be legendary. And I know it. And that's how I always operate. And it's just like, it's just, you just never know like what good can happen of a bad situation because literally I don't drink. And even if I do become a bartender, I'm not gonna be a drunk bartender. Like, no, I have the discipline of not drinking because one, I don't like how liquor tastes, and why would I like it with juice? So I'm not gonna be the one. And plus, I see how people act and when they're drunk, and I don't want to be that type of person. So I would never do that to myself, and that's why I like me. I could just become something and just learn a skill set that could just take me to the top. And I have like 2 to 3 more months of summer to finish, and then I'll be good to go. But like I just came up with a light bulb, and it's really gonna save me this summer. But thank you for watching, and this is what I've learned so far from just quitting my other job. Thank you, and have a great day.